let's start the second game on the Medit and see what DoDs have prepared for this map, as it's their home map. You can actually see that DoDs have switched to double ISIS and Oranos, so it's going to be something real special against Odin, Loki and Oranos. So let's check the starting positions, and we will start, for example, with DoDs. You can see that Briefkeys has already found a pretty neat spot. Let's just hope he doesn't get a bug where his fishing ships won't return safely. And looking at PokerStar, he's just stabbing in the dark here because he really needs to get this up, and he's hoping for the best. So did this pay off? Doesn't seem so. On the bottom, Hellenic, he did get lucky and he sees his threesome right from the start, so he's pretty much fine. And how's it looking for the KeeNs? Symptom just now finishing with his dock, and again no win in the lottery here. And this is kinda not nice dock from Nyan because it's in a cove and he'll be having a very long trip for any fishing ships that he'll send to like here or some such, so that's going to be slowing him down a bit. On the other hand, Monsters is very nicely placed. He has quite 5 fish here. That's very nice. PokerStar, well, the map wasn't very kind to him, as you can see. He also has very far away to go for his fishing ships here and here. That's not very nice. And let's look at the TCs. We now see that this should be in the water range, so this will be very important who actually wins the water, because this TC will be problematic. This is fine. This is fine, and this seems, yeah, it should be too far away as well. So this is the only problematic TC, this one, and that belongs to KeeN. So that's a disadvantage for the bad fish for PokerStar. It actually seems that between PokerStar and Briefkeys there are actually no fish. Let's just hope there are some here, because if not, that's a pretty terrible spot for them. We could see some relic here, and that was cheap research cost. Well, that can help anyone. And oh yeah, cheaper villagers, that's absolutely awesome for anyone. And who will be the lucky guy? Picks it. He's going to profit. Wood trickle also very nice, and that's practically KeeNs for the taking. And what's dots? Scout unit LOS. Okay, that's unfortunately for them pretty useless. So in the relic lottery, KeeN definitely won. Yeah, we can see that there are actually really no fish between the guys. So let's just see how's this going. At the bottom, Hellenic will definitely have to fight a lot with Symptom. It's going to be a pretty crucial battle here. And right now, it's kinda curious who will be first to go for the 2v2. It should definitely be the guys with the Norse here. No up in yet. Temple still not up. On the other hand, Nyan might be actually ready to go for an upgrade into the other age, while Grand Monster is almost ready, so her most probably will be advancing pretty soon. And how's it looking for these guys from DoD, who actually went double ISIS here? So far, it's just Briefkeys up and up as the Oranos. And how about the both of you? Are you maybe both going for fast heroic? That could be an interesting play. Double fast heroics, double fast cheap siege ships. Could do something. But Dublin, well, we'll see soon enough. Yes, Nyan is advancing his halfway through. And Grand Monster has just started as well. So how's this actually looking for this other? He just went into his TC to actually gather all the food. And right now is heading for the wood and up in. They will be late. Well, that was expected as a geese, of course. Hellenic will actually be a pretty decent time. That's going to be 5 minutes. That's kinda okayish. So he'll probably go for a classical fight. And that's going to be fun. There are actually guys building the second docks. We can see that he's building one defensive, or rather defensive. This was another one he built quite soon after his first one. So he's really going for the offensive here. And we can see that Hellenic is already trying to defend against the rush. So he'll be walling up. And yeah, Briefcase is already annoying on the water. You can see that Hellenic will join him very fast. And you might actually be having quite a nice 2v2. And we even have the middle with one monkey here. The middle island. And we can also see that yellow is also going for a classical fight, so nobody is really going for some fast DRA. So this is just a full-on water battle here. Nyan has decided to go in the middle. So right now, this is just a divided army all over the map. But soon it will condense and we will see some interesting fights here. Just a bit of scouting and some serious fighting going on right here. Right next to the docks. Yeah, that should be going back to protect from the dog fighting actually. And he's doing very nicely here, PokeStar, trying to evade the dog fire. On the other side, we actually have Nyan who has to retreat right now because he doesn't really have the the ships through any reasonable damage. And we can see that Briefcase is already at a decent stage. Hellenic is not bad either, but it seems that Grand Monster is in a much better position than PokerStar, and we will see Briefcase actually helping him. And most probably we'll see a double on the top, and we can see that Briefcase is just divided army, part fighting this threat and other part going right into the middle of KeeN. At the bottom, well, Hellenic is kinda pushing here. You can see that Symptom has to fight right next to his dock. It's always a sign that you are being pushed. This is pretty decent army. On the top we actually right now have PokerStar doubling with Briefcase, and we'll see some serious battles soon it seems. If actually Grand Monster and Nyan decide to engage. At this point it doesn't seem so, because, well, why would they? You see Briefcase has a lot of army. He really can do what he wants. He's again dividing, but decides to go to do otherwise, because Nyan has just pulled an army out of nowhere. And there's a big purple blob here. And we'll look there very soon. Just about now. Because there are quite some naval maneuvers going on here. Between him and Symptom. And we can see that Nyan is actually forced right into his cove, where he would be unable to retreat anywhere. And Briefcase is basically stalling him and keeping him back there. On the north, PokerStar and Grand Monster are just messing armies here and going from one dock to the other. And right now we have a double going on, and Nyan will be late to the fight. Even though he's going there, he will be late. But we can see that Grand Monster is actually going right to the bottom as well. PokerStar is not mimicking this movement. There's going to be a lot of trouble for DoD actually. And he's still not going anywhere. Oh, come on. As soon as I said that, Grand Monster just turned around and went the other side. They just probably called it a day, it seems. They saw the extent of the DoD's armies and KeeN just decided that that's no good. And they didn't think they could actually win that. And they decided to actually go the other way. Nyan is just going for some raid-in. And we can see that Grand Monster is going at it with Poker Stars. At the same time, on the land, we have teams actually grabbing second TCs. Symptom is getting second, Nyan is getting second. Pretty much everybody is getting second here, or already has one. That's pretty nice advance on the land as well. And at this point we can actually see that Hellenic has won the water at the bottom, and Symptom is pretty much out of the battle. And that allows Hellenic to pretty much reign supreme in the bottom part. And this is a GG for the water at this point. But this definitely doesn't mean it will be a GG for land as well. That's just a long way to go still. We can see some huge blobs on the water, so it doesn't really mean that KeeN has lost the water yet. There will be still a lot of fights going on. It just depends how well those actually use this advantage they have right now. And we can see some interesting decision. Actually, Grand Monster is taking another TC right at Symptom's base. That's an interesting decision right there. Rather than going for this TC, he just goes for his teammates, maybe to help him a bit, or maybe feels that's the safest TC at this point, and he feels that he has the position to actually make a good use of it. Alright. Well, this means that KeeN have actually decided that they need to secure the land as well as they can. And, well, guys from DoD are already counting with this, and you can see that Briefcase will be doubling here with PokerStar on the north, while on the south Hellenic will be... I think he will be turtling there, actually trying to stall these enemies there and do whatever ISIS does. So this attempt from green is actually repelled and won't stand a chance here, but very nice, and well, green is definitely ready here. And is he up? No, but he should be advancing. He already has this, already has the blacksmith, so he might be thinking about actually going up sometime very soon. But as you can see, PokerStars is not really in the mood of letting this TC go down, but there will be a battle soon. Well, it won't really be a battle, because for a battle you need 2 armies, and there's just one, and that's a green one. And wow, with those shockwave. Goodbye TC. And he's actually forced to defend here with towers. So Grand Monster's very nice forward base actually allowed him to pump enough army to maybe secure this TC. So does he have enough resources to take it right now? He will definitely finish this wall, it seems. And as you can see at the bottom, Symptom is also trying to secure this position by some walling, but he's not really too keen on that, and Hellenic is already preparing to actually test these defense skills there. Right now we can see that those are actually trying to do something with their arrow shifts, but they really shouldn't. They should be deleting them, because in my opinion, yellow is really missing its population limit to actually pump some units and make like difficult here for the gain. Who is taking 30C? Well, he'll be at 4. That's going to be a lot against 2, even with possible mercenaries. Prosperity most probably means that PokeStars is advancing, or is at least preparing for an advance. But he is actually on a back foot. Yeah, he already advanced. That's why to play Prosperity, because you're already there and you want some gold for your Migdols. Well, this is kind of a risky endeavor here, but he's going for some nice Petsucos raid in there. Right now, dots are really having a lot of idle pop here. They should be worried about that. Ow. This is going to hurt Hellenic. This is going to be here for the rest of the game, I'm afraid. You usually forget about these mythical units and you don't tend to go back to the water. That's going to be -5 pop for Hellenic for the rest of the game. These are here just for the moment, and as soon as he needs the pop, I think they will be deleted here. Pretty much okay. This will be interesting actually. Symptom, he cannot see this, and but he really does have enough army to actually do damage here, and kinda erase this Hellenic's forward base. And we can see a lot of fun going on here from the red, who went for a fast mythic and actually played a very nice vortex and forced Hellenic to use the defensive ancestors here. But it's a very nice army. And that could actually cost quite something. Because as you can see, as you can see, 5 Sniffalian birds, that's a lot. That's always going to do a lot of trouble. And will they take this TC down? They really should. Will the Hecate Geigen do the job? Well, and the TC is down, so let's have a quick look here. And yeah, those are actually right now pretty secure spot here. They have all 2 palaces, Migdol. Very nice, but Grand Monster is kind of mirroring this effort with a lot of towers, so this is, wow, kind of a trench warfare. While we have red raided through the backside of dots. Nice play. Very nice use of the vortex, and it was kinda worth it, only if they can actually make some nice use of it. Some aerial battles here between the birds. Oh damn it, where are yellow? Yeah, here, at this TC. And that actually freed the TC, so that was a decently used, actually very well used meteors. If yellow actually can take the TC right now, can he? He really should, otherwise that was kind of prematurely used. But he doesn't have any pop. And we have KeeN through Scuddy, and yeah, we can see that PokeStars played the Eclipse here, and he played it just because of that. Because if this was Scudded or Frosted, he would really put yellow at the back foot. That was well played. But this TC is still not coming up, and we can see a lot of army from the red coming to help his mate. And yeah, this was kinda ill-timed from dots. Let's look at the bottom, where Symptom is actually battling quite hard with Hellenic right now. And while it seemed that Symptom is actually at the forefront, he has to retreat now against the almighty son of Osiris. Decent baseline upgrades. But not really any army from Hellenic here. He'll be just losing really easy if he decides decides to go. Well, there's quite some battle going on for this DC because this is very crucial and yellow definitely needs it. He's just at 2 and he needs this DC very, very bad. As soon as he gets this, he'll be able to merge pretty nicely. And of course, he needs the pop to pump any army, especially when he's up against a double. And Briefcase is not really helping all that much right now, but we could see another vortex here. And another Briefcase is... PC will be going down, it seems. Yeah, this Heka Gigant and those few melee guys should take this DC down without too much problem. Even though Briefcase is actually trying to make it in time, will he? It seems he might, since the Gigant actually got destroyed. And yeah, he did make it in time. And you can see that there's still a lot of red going on through all the bases here, so he just very nicely disrupting his guys. You can see that this DC from blue is actually successfully down. But not really all that much else to show for it. So you see just a slight delay for blue, who still has quite a nice army. It's not really in too much of a problem. So how's this looking for the yellow here? Right now he has DC, so he has all the egg he needs. He can merge, spam, whatever. He can have very nicely defended catapults and, well, Briefcase do something with this. Probably make a better waiting point. We see something in the middle brewing here. Oh yeah, that's a blue from Symptom. Some blue spots, a very nice attempt, but unfortunately for him, Dots actually saw that and went for help. And nothing really too much bothering should be going on out of this. Of course, if Dot can actually take it down. Grand Monster has deleted his DC. I think so. It was deleted so that his teammate could use it, I would think. And as you can see, this is definitely in the range of sea chips and Hellenic is doing what he should. But it's been very decently protected by the Nidhogg. That's a very nice guard here. And at the north, well, we have Ragnarok Gold, but will it turn into a really offensive one? At this point it really might. Because you can see that Dots in this north side don't really have all that much army. They are just very kinda trying to do a defensive position here through all the tower span and such. So I'm kinda worried we might see a wonder here. And we'll see soon enough, I guess. Oh, and we have another army of Heroes of Ragnarok here. This isn't really going as well as it should for KeeN, to be honest. They are not really deleting anything. Mercs are really going out of DC, and we have a lot of tower fire here. So this will be pretty much a make it or break it moment for KeeN, I think. At the south, let's have a quick look. Hellenic is actually successfully going through Symptom because he has very nice position and actually denying this 30C, and right now he's actually taking it himself. Very nice play. And in the middle, well, God didn't take care of this properly and it is brewing into trouble for them. They should be careful here and they really shouldn't underestimate this. As you can see, this is right in the middle of the trade route and this will be a problem if they can't actually contain Symptom there. Alright, so this battle for the TC is gone and KeeNs were actually repelled and let's look at the bottom, because we have Symptom using flaming weapons to stop this TC from coming up. But when you have Son of Osiris empowering the building, you're not going to be in time. And right now, Symptom is 1 TC less, and you actually have Mercs coming up here. This is a tough spot, very tough spot for Symptom. Quick look in the middle, because there is something brewing on really nicely. And if Symptom can actually use this to some serious advantage, this could disrupt DoD's trading quite nicely. We have guys going through Titan Gates, so Titan is coming up quite soon. And we have a Vortex. DoD's finally decided they need to do something serious about this middle, and well, they really do need to do something about this. It should be kinda taken care of through the Mercs and Briefcase's army. So let's check how's it looking at the bottom. Well, Hellenic is really pushing forward as much as he can. He has a very nice position. He actually has a TC, Son of Osiris, to do a lot of damage to anything, and he's pushing Symptom. Well, he's 4 versus 2 TC, so of course he is. So will KeeN actually be able to put up those 2 Titans? Right now he could muster enough army to actually get rid of the pesky catapults, but if Hellenic can summon enough fairies to get the walls up, it would be a very nice position for him. At the north, nothing is really going on. Everybody is just waiting for their time for some fight, and PokerStar is going for some more building spam and trying to eat into his opponents through some serious fun. And we have a Vortex right into the middle through a spy. Well, very nicely played. And this is very costly mistake from DoDs. They are ISIS, they have immunity to monuments, careless and very costly, because they will have 1 Titan less and they will be facing 2 Titans. This is kinda evenish battle, so if Hellenic was able to put up a few mercenaries here, it would really be their favor pretty soon. And we have another Titan Gate from the yellow right now, and that will be much better protected, of course. But actually, that will be a bit of a race of time, because this Titan could get there in time. This will all depend how well the buildings are placed, if the pathing for the Titan will suffice or not. At the same time, Hellenic is really not losing any time and using all the resources he can. Mercenary spam catapults, that's all you need. That's all you need, Anzenegi. But Titan is going his way right now. And we have a nicely left fishing ships here. They are actually disrupting KeeN's trade. Not all that much, but every caravan counts, really. And here we have the Titan. And the saved Heroes of Ragnarok actually helping him. Can they get through Titan Gate in time? It's just quarter ways up, so they might be able to. And that's a well-timed attack. Also from 9 helping there. Hellenic just lost his Son of Osiris. That's a shame, he could have definitely used that against the Titan that's heading his way at the bottom. And this Titan will actually help even the battle out. And we can see, actually doesn't need, because DoD let Symptom make a lot of siege ships there. and he was able to disrupt this TC as well as he could. Right now this Titan really needs to get moving. He needs to get to the Titan gate to actually take it down, because if he can, that would be 3 Titans against 1 for KeeN. We have a lot of sieges, that's nice play at this point when he can, because siege has very nice damage against Titan because he has low crash armor. And we can see that KeeN is actually right now ready to take the TC back. He can, but he needs to get rid of those towers before he can actually do something meaningful. Yeah, the Titan is getting close. Come on, you should really hurry up. You shouldn't have wasted your time with that building. And we have PokerStar actually going for a wonder here. Not at the best of places, quite obviously. Right near the Titan. Not really sure what you're planning to do here. Let's have a quick look at the bottom, how's it looking. This Titan has just arrived at the site. This could be a disruption of the gold, but shouldn't really be all that difficult with the trade in place. And we can see that Hellenic is really holding his place here quite nicely. We'll see for how long actually. The Titan wasn't in time, and yellow is at this place of battle, and in that case the wonder is kinda okayish. Will they maybe use the Titan just to protect the wonder? Looking how he's going down, it's kinda probable that they will. Syndrome is really doing nicely here with his support from water. And another Titan for DoD is coming up. So are they actually doing something interesting here? We can see that green is coming back. Where was this cast? The Willy is here to actually prevent this palace from going up. We'll see if it was actually worth it. Wonder is up. Symptom is building his TC. This Titan is trying to go for the TCs, but it's going to be slow taking. And at this point it's just taking, I would just say it's taking 20 population limit for red. It's not really all that useful. Dots are trying to do something more here, as they were spurred by Symptom to actually reasonably take care of TCs that are in range. And Symptom is right now at 3 TCs. You can see there's some nice Titans here. And green still wasn't able to take forward from PokerStar. Good old Titan fight that's going to go for a terrible result for Grand Monster. Titan down. And this should be a decided advantage for DOTS, because right now they will be able to actually finish this TC. And looking at the game right now, they have a Titan. Those two guys at the bottom, well, they are... Well, this is actually at a half health through the Priest fire, so this will be another advantage for DOT actually. And with the fact that they wander up, they are on their way, even in this series at 1-1. We can see that looking at the God Power, Briefcase actually has 1 Vortex left, they have some shockwaves. I could make some fun with the Vortex if third Titan Gate actually comes up from KeeN anytime soon. Yeah, right now going for the DC, as he should. And he'll be picking him up quite nicely. And how's it looking with those two guys? They are just evading each other. Of course, Briefcase is trying to fight his enemy. And he's almost dead. So this will mean that the Briefcase's Titan will be at pretty much full health. Goodbye Titan, almost alive. And he's just going to roll through KeeN's base, I think. Just taking down TCs, keeping them without any. And this will allow Hellenic to make enough army to actually delete Symptom, I would think. Dots actually have a help from water still, so they are able to deny any DC from Symptom. And you can see that the Titan right now will try to wreak havoc here. If he can actually decide to take the shot. At the north, yeah, position secured. You can see a lot of buildings, so kinda standard building spam, and yellow is continuing, and this is going to be very tough to overcome for KeeNs. As long as this Titan is up, no buildings really stand a chance. And well, this is interesting. Who will be the fast here? Who will be the faster? You can see that Pokestar actually was faster than the Hillfort from KeeN. But will it really matter? We have a lot of Wolfsarks here. And that's even out by mercenaries. In the middle, this Titan is going for the middle of base, of course. Come on, I have to take down those houses or the DC. Or are you going right into the middle? Maybe to break off the trade? That would be a nice play as well. And finally he's doing what he's made to do. Destroy buildings. You can see there is some attempt from red here to actually take down some TCs, but this is not really enough army when you consider all the tower, Migdol and TC fire here, and especially when yellow actually noticed and is just now pumping up some nice mercenaries. Symptom, how did he get here? Yeah, he was there. He was trying to build some buildings here earlier, and now he's trying to secure the position here by actually walling up. That's... well, it could help him, because the Titan is soon going down. As you can see, he's just at 600 life. So this position will be kinda okayishly defensible for them quite soon. But at the bottom, you can see that Hellenic is already going berserk there. Nice ups. Heavies on the TCs. Yeah. Siege ships going for this DC again. And Titan wrecking another DC right at the back. They is just gone. And right now this will be an even battle once more, or even battle. Eggy have the advantage of the mercenaries here, so with untouched trade the back, he can do as much mercenaries as he wants. Well, Symptom is really doing all he can, together with Nyan, to actually stem Hellenic's advance here. But it's really costing them all their effort to actually at least keep him at bay. We can see that there is a TC down for gain another one. And that's for some nice vortex by Briefcase actually. Or maybe it was just a simple landing. And yeah, that was a very nice landing that I actually happened to miss through a sky passage. Very nice. And he's really eating into the middle, and yeah, this should be really decided without any trouble right now. Yellow pushing through without too much trouble, as you would expect with his building spam. He really doesn't have far to go back if he needs to. And in the bottom, Helenix 4 TCs against these guys with just 2 right now. That's just going to show. And there goes the first GG from Nyan. KeeN is losing the second game, and the match is actually tied at 1-1 with a very nice game. Interesting plays from both sides. And let's check the post game. You can see, yeah, Hellenic definitely what you expect, 60,000 from trade. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a whole lot. You can see civilian units 130. That's a damn lot of camels. And he was putting up quite some nice production there. Very decent times. Research count, obviously, when he has all that resources. Oh, this mercenary as the most used unit, 141. Quite nicely played. Really, very nicely played.